Welcome to Trade Doc, the options trader, where we look at the futures, recap today's close, and look at our ETF watch list of spot opportunity. Today is October 21st, 2016, and the markets closed up mixed. S&P down 0.01%, almost unchanged. The Dow down 16.5%. Nasdaq is up 15.5%, and the Russell down 1.5%. Taking a look at the futures, the ES and the Nasdaq are mixed, with bonds coming up slightly. VIX is unchanged from the close, and crude oil is up to $51 even. Natural gas came down at 1%. Gold is pretty much unchanged, holding at 1266. Silver came down about 0.25%, as well as palladium. The US dollar held up almost unchanged, and the British pound down to 122.4. Let's take a look at the charts, starting with oil. Oil was up almost 0.5% today. Put in another sell order for today, and we should be working our way down to this trend line. Oil explorers pretty much gapped down and closed at the same range, about down 0.5%. Natural gas is coming down from its high overhead supply, and it should be working its way back down to this trend line. Gold is up just 0.07%, pretty much unchanged. It should be working its way into this triangle. Gold miners are up past the midway channel here, and it should be working its way up. I put another trend line to make a high support, so if it breaks this in a month or so, it should be working its way up higher. Silver had an unchanged day today, up only 1.06%. Still have our buy order there, and see a few trend lines to just show you where it's going. The bonds came down for the second day in a row, and that's no surprise. It's going to be working lower on this channel. XLE, the energy sector, closed right at our mid line, where we're waiting for it to break down past the 20-day moving average to start trading this sideways range here. The financial sector had a little pop-up today, but still hasn't reached the top trend line, so we'll be holding this short position. Industrial sector is just slamming against the floor, and it closed down just 1.4%. XLU had a little bit of a drop, just over a little 0.5%. Material sector gapped down and closed up to yesterday's close, unchanged at 47.06, down 0.04%. Healthcare came down 0.83%, a little over 0.75%. We still have our long position there. We're going to keep that. Real estate ETF had a little gap up, but closed down 0.13%. Still going to keep working its way down this channel. Home builders, we put a long position in. Today they closed down 0.03%, mostly unchanged for the day. Made a small green harami right at that support trend line, and we also have a buy signal here, so that position is good. If it was to drop, we'd consider adding some more. Retail sector We have a short, came down, close at the bottom of this channel, and it should be traveling through this channel. If it breaks below, then we just add another short position down. Consumer staples popped up a little bit, going past mid-range of this channel, still below this 20-day moving average, and we should see some more action within that channel. The US dollar had a big pop today, up 0.35%, over a 1/4%. Gonna start looking. We have two sell signals here. Gonna start looking for a short trade. Once Monday or Tuesday come around, we'll see what happens. If it drops below, then it's definitely going to be a short. The S&P came up and it closed right below this resistance support line, which is confirming that it's going to keep trading sideways or move lower away from that trend line. This is the Dow. We're going to consider this. It's going to keep trading between this trend line sideways until it breaks below it. The Russell is right at the apex and it closed. I can see this continue to go up to this trend line or break below it. Either way, there's going to be a significant move. The Nasdaq, which was the stronger of the three, up over a 1/4% and above its 20-day moving average. Emerging markets, we had a sell yesterday. Today it gapped down and it closed up pretty much unchanged, 0.03%. This closed up above its 20-day moving average, but still below this long, strong support line. FXI, China large cap, is trading sideways between this channel. FXB, the British pound, we have a long position on it. Today it traded down about a 1/4%. The euro had a big drop, almost a 0.5%. Here I'm almost willing to put a buy signal. So it is Friday, Monday morning. I expect to have a buy signal on the next candle because it dropped on high volume, but it ended the day green. FXY, the yen, was up 0.09%, well below its trend line here and below the 20-day moving average. Still bearish on the yen. And the VIX had a drop of 2.2% today. We did put a buy in yesterday, day before. So we're gonna hold these positions. We should see some movement next week. So overall, it's the first video that I get through all the charts on our ETF watch list. And take a look at what it looks like. And next week, we should be expecting more action. And I'm going to leave you with the futures and enjoy.